Hi, welcome back to another video in this series. So last video we talked about incident response, communication, and reporting. Now we're going to get into vulnerability reported concepts. So we're going to do some log collection with Splunk and creating a vulnerability report with Splunk as well. And we're just going to go over a few things: installing and configuring, collecting logs, generating that report, management reporting, and so we'll get straight to it once the server is up and running. All right, so now that we have the server up and running, let's go ahead and get started with the install for Splunk. So let's see here. Next, well, it's got to accept agreement first. Next, domain, of course. Then we want Strader. Okay, install. Should take just a few moments. All right, so finally got it successfully installed, and now it should auto-populate for us in the browser. Okay, let me go ahead and log in. Probably should have done this before I resume the camera. Never, of course. Got it. And then let's see. Actually, let me do that because it's a pain scrolling back and forth on that lab. All right, so let's take a look. So data, let's see, I'm gonna do forwarding and receiving. There it is. All right, perfect. Then gonna do add new. So we're gonna give a port to listen to. We're gonna do 9997. Hit save here. Now it's configured to listen for network traffic on that particular port. So now the Windows firewall needs to be configured to ensure the traffic can be received on the actual port. So I'm going to minimize this and file Windows, file Explorer on Windows. So let's take a look at, let's see, Windows firewall. There it is. Take a look at our event settings. Inbound, new rule. Of course, we want a particular port. I'm going to do 8089, actually, and 997. All right, and then, yes, allow the connection. Next. And we're going to name it Splunk, of course. Not Splunk, that's something else. We're going to name it Splunk. All right, perfect. So now we're going to get into configuring a Splunk client. So to ensure the device on the network can send any log activity at all, the device needs to be configured to facilitate this. So, so let's see, let's actually connect to here so we can actually have something else to work with. Should be done in just a moment so we can get into that file explorer to do what we need to do there. All right, so we're officially ready to rock and roll on the how do we pivot it to the other server. So let's go ahead and open this up, and pretty much same concept, same follow through for everything that we did on the prior. Just not going to customize those options there, but we don't really need guess we need something there. Let's see. Right now for the host name, should be let's see. All right, then default all around default. All right, perfect. There we go. Should be done in 2 shakes. All right. All right, so it's finally finished up. So the Splunk's universal forwarder was configured to forward the logs of this particular server device to the Splunk application, which is configured on the prior server. So the same steps can be performed on another server as well, the server above this one, ending in DC01, to forward the log to the Splunk app. So now we're just going to collect logs using Splunk, right? So now that it's been installed, we're going to pivot over to Win11. So let's see, let's reopen Edge. And then, actually, we don't need to do that. Let's see, for data. Actually, let me go back here. Yep. Should be, let's see. So I'm trying to do is take a look at just a few things here. To get forward data from the Splunk forwarder. So let's see. It just started the launch. Actually, let me go back to that. All right, I saw what it was. I had the sub menu not down there, but that's fine. So let's click on add data here, and then should get a few pop-ups, but that's fine. We're going to skip those. Then we're going to forward data from the forwarder, and then we're going to add this here. We're going to name this exactly what it is. It said M01. Right, perfect. And then I can hit next here. Local event logs. And then we should do application security and system. There it is. All right, perfect. Now, by clicking on the specify log events, I just moved it to the selected items window to the right. And now I can click review, right? And then let's see, everything looks pretty good. All right, so just gonna hit submit. Going to start searching on the local event logs input that I created and successfully created, I might add. So now it's going to be successfully imported into the Splunk app, and additional devices can be added also to have a central repository to view all of the log files in one place. So I'm going to keep this open, right? And then move forward to the next task so we can move forward here. So I'm now going to create a vulnerability report with Splunk, which can be used to do a multitude of things, including generate a report that could be attached to a vulnerability report. So let's see. Okay, I'm on the right one here. So I'm going to select reports here. Actually, let me go back to here. And then let's see. Actually, you know what? Let me go back. Okay. See, no, it's not it. Mhm. All right, perfect. So I'm going to take a look at the errors in the last 24 hours, and then I'm going to add the dashboard, right? Now, a report of all the errors were collected from the DM01 server that's generated using the Splunk application. So this report could be attached to a vulnerability report as well, supporting evidence if malicious activity was detected. So I'm going to name this dashboard ID acid and errors. Save. All right. Should I view dashboard? Yeah, I'll do it just because. Now, different dashboard reports can be created from the collected logs. Now, which any cyber professional can expect, right? So in this example, in this lab, the dashboard view of the errors that occurred in the last 24 hours on this device has been created. So I'll do an export, and I'll export as a PDF. Yeah, there we go. Then I'll open file once it shows that it's fully downloaded. Yep, open the files. Yep, new tab. So we'll see all the errors here, all the errors from the report. So the exported report now can be attached to a vulnerability report as supporting evidence after discovering a vulnerability or any malicious activity. So let me go back to the home page for Splunk, and I'm going to choose the home dashboard. All right, so we should do, let's see, the one I just did, yeah. All right, then save, and then it should search. Well, put up the data here. Perfect. So that's going to be on our dashboard. Now we go back to searching and reporting, and then we can actually, thought I clicked it. All right, then the reports, and then it'll still take us back to anything that we can search here as far as any reporting that we need to do. So several other pre-populated report templates are available that could be used to generate reports from the collected logs. All right, so that'll be the end of this video for vulnerability reporting concepts. So just for a brief recap, as far as what we've done, we did some log collection with Splunk. We also created a vulnerability report with Splunk as well. And on the next video, we'll be doing, which will be the last video for this playlist, we'll be doing some vulnerability patching and attack surface management, and I'll see you there.